Hi, I'm Jake Thurm. I'm here with Nick. There's so many misleading terms in golf, and it's very unapproachable language, especially if you're new. And there's a lot of slang that basically sends people down the wrong tunnel and makes improvement very difficult.
It's easy to go down that rabbit hole, man.
It is. It is. And I have so many students that basically I go, "Do you know what I'm saying?" And they go, "Uh-huh." And they just don't want to appear foolish.
Yeah.
So we're gonna assume nothing.
Yeah.
We're going to assume that you know nothing. And I had this happen to me 15 years ago where I asked someone to have a stronger grip and they thought that meant more grip pressure. They were trying to actually squeeze it
Yeah.
even more.
That's what you would think as an amateur or a beginner golfer.
So a stronger grip or a weaker grip is basically slang terms for the placement of the hands. Now, which is for you? Well, that's always relative to how you move and your ball flight. So Nick, put the grip on basically how you play most of your shots.
This is how I mostly play.
Okay, beautiful. And I would say this is a fairly neutral grip. How many knuckles can you see in your left hand?
My left hand from here, I can see 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
And most of your top teachers are going to agree that's about a neutral grip nowadays.
Yep.
Now, if I have somebody, especially who's a slicer, so we'll say that they're right-handed like you are, so they lose the ball to the right.
Yep.
It curves to the right, 90% of golfers. I always say if your ball curves to the right, then perhaps you need to turn your hands to the right.
Yep.
So I'm going to put this club down. We're going to leave the club face square because here's the thing. People forget about the club face, put their hands on, then they realize the club face doesn't look good.
Club face has to be square at impact, right?
So we're just going to set this up square.
Okay.
And now what I want you to do is I want you to take your lead hand, your left hand, and I want you to turn it a little bit. Nope, we're going to go to the right for a stronger grip. So you said 2.5. Now you see how many?
I see almost 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So I, again, was around a lot of great players, Paul Azinger being one of them. He would have saw 4, and if he would have had a 5th knuckle, he would have saw that one as well. So now, if we're going to make a change here, we're going to make a change here. So we're going to have the palm almost come from here and come underneath. So now the left hand is more on top. The right hand is more underneath. And what this is doing for the player is it's allowing them to get the club face squarer sooner. Because we all know because of their slice, the golf ball is screaming to them that the club face is open to the path.
Yep.
That's the only reason that ball is consistently curving in that direction. Well, you're not a slicer, Nick. And again, you're a better player than that. So typically, better players actually are trying to avoid a hook.
Yep.
So we would put them in what we'd call a weaker grip. So I'm going to leave the club face square.
Yep.
I can't stress enough how important it is to have the club face square when you do this. If you let it go this way or that way, it won't.
You're screwed.
Essentially screwed.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn your hands to the left on the club. We're going to start with the lead hand. And this is probably going to feel more like the thumb is almost riding straight down the shaft, right like that. And then that palm is going to be opposite that palm. Go ahead and put that on there. How many knuckles do you see in that lead hand?
Like half.
Half of one.
Barely half.
Now, I will say this. It's not that great golf can't be played here, but you would have one of the weaker grips on the PGA Tour today.
Yeah.
Again, that goes down a whole nother rabbit hole. But let's keep it really simple. If you are getting the ball to hook too much right to left, curve, your club face is getting way too closed relative to the path. So a different hold, a weaker hold, and again, weaker meaning the positioning, will allow that club face to not be so shut and again, lessen that.